You're less present than you think you are. After a few drinks, you think, I'm fine. You're having conversations, you're watching TV together, you're there, but your partner can tell a difference. You're a little slower to respond, you're a little less engaged, not quite yourself. And over time, they start feeling like they're talking to a version of you, but not the real you. Small promises are slipping. You say you'll only have two, then it's three or four. You'll say, I'll cut back on weeknights. Then Wednesday comes, and it's basically the weekend. You're not lying on purpose. These are small shifts, but your partner notices every single one. They're adjusting around you. They've started timing conversations for before you drink. They handle the harder parenting moments because they know that once you've had a few, you're less patient. They're reconstructing their life around your drinking. And they might not have even told you that they're doing it. Connection is fading. You still love each other, you're still committed, but something feels off. There's less laughter, less conversation, less of that closeness you used to have. And you might be blaming it on stress, kids, or just life getting busy. But if you're honest, you're really honest, you know alcohol is playing a role. Hey, if this is resonating with you and you want more honest conversations like this, without judgment and without shame, then hit subscribe. I'm here to help you see things clearly and make changes that actually matter. All right, back to our topic. Your partner may or may not be confronting you about all this. They might be just keeping the peace or hoping that things fix themselves on their own. But here's what's likely going on beneath the surface. They feel lonely even when you're there because the version of you that shows up after a few drinks is different and you're not fully present. And they miss the person who you used to be. They're tired of managing your moods. They're doing this mental math every single day. How much have you had? What kind of mood are you in? Should I bring this up? Should I wait? They're exhausted. And over time, this builds a lot of resentment. Eventually, they start to lose hope. They've probably tried to bring it up before. Maybe you got defensive. Maybe you promised things would change, but they didn't. Maybe you just minimized. And now they're wondering, will this ever actually get better? Or is this just what our marriage is now? They're scared, not of you. They see the pattern. They see the drinking increasing bit by bit, and they're terrified of where it's headed. The good news is, if you're watching this video, you're already doing something that most people just won't do. And that is being willing to look at the problem honestly. Because marriages don't usually fall apart over one big thing. They fall apart because of 1,000 little disconnects that nobody addressed, or at least didn't get addressed effectively. But you can stop the erosion before it becomes a crisis. You don't have to wait until your partner gives you a big ultimatum. You don't have to wait until things are completely falling apart. You can just decide that your marriage matters more than your nightly drinks. So where do you start? First, get curious instead of defensive. Instead of arguing about whether or not you have a problem, just ask yourself, is alcohol making my marriage better or worse? But the key is to be honest. Second, talk to your partner, but really listen. How does my drinking affect you? And then don't defend. Don't explain, just listen. Really hear what they're trying to say. Third, notice the little pattern. Pay attention to when you drink, how much, and what happens afterward. You might see things that you've been missing. And finally, decide what kind of partner you really want to be. Do you want to be the kind of person that they have to manage, one that they feel distant from, or do you want to be fully present, the person that they fell in love with? If you want the second option, you might need to change your relationship with alcohol. Look, I know this isn't easy to hear, but I'm telling you this because I believe, actually, I know you can do something about it. And I believe that your marriage is worth it. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to look at what's true and make some changes. If you want more guidance on how to make these changes or how to have these conversations and rebuild connection, how to show up differently, I've got resources linked for you below. Your partner's still here, which means there's still time to do something about it. So don't wait until they're gone.